Tree, you're sick, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm sick of this crap right now.
Brandon's sick too. Sick of these rats.
Are the Cowboys the best team in the NFL?
God.
Play the song.
Time off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another glorious episode of Clickbait Sports. They called me delusional when I said the Dallas Cowboys could run the table and make it into the playoffs. Instant reaction.
All right, gabagoo. Big step.
Loads work.
I got your Cowboys right here, Scooter.
Let's get a little zoom in. It's
honestly, this is the best punishment you guys have ever given me.
I
got the Christopher Montesante special after my family went down to New Jersey for their crimes, and it couldn't be a more comfortable get up.
I am really loving the faux velvet too. It's just really brings it out.
I love the gold chain too.
How did you guys feel about the new look?
Your donations buy. Whoever gets the most donated money has to do a punishment of our desire. Perna was punished, and he had to dress up as the mob boss that was the Perna crime syndicate family. So that is his punishment right now. But the punishment for the world might have been watching America's team successfully take down the fraudulent America's team on Thanksgiving. I need instant reaction from each and every one of you. Perna, you're welcome. What do you think of the Dallas Cowboys beating the Kansas City Chiefs on Thanksgiving?
That was a nice Thanksgiving treat for everybody.
By the way, most watched game of regular season game in NFL history. There was a 57.2 million people, some crazy number like that.
Maybe.
I think something has to do with how accurate they are with the ratings now. That helps that figure. But this is the crime syndicate right here.
Oh my God, we should have photoshopped Perna's face into one of these.
Oh man,
little Joey, I'm coming to help you, Joey. Don't you
Would he have been
worry.
the financier or the master agent?
Little Joey, and you're going to be taken care of.
Maybe it could have been Kim Zito, the wife / mother.
Somebody said they went to school with Joseph Perna.
Yeah.
I love their nicknames too, like the Italian mob nicknames, like Billy Rats, or like Billy Carjack or something. What's it? Little Joe. Little Joe
Little big. It's either little guy, big guy, old guy, young guy, youngie nuts.
Youngie nuts.
It's either little or big, or their first crime they committed, or the thing that they're very good at doing with crime.
Joey Catalytic Converter.
Part of the Lucchese family.
Joey Cat Fraud.
Listen, let's get it back to football, even though I could talk about organized crime all day. My reaction to the Cowboys beating the Chiefs, I found it hilarious that the Chiefs are looking outside of the playoffs. And it had to come at the expense of having to watch Scooter do the dance.
Can you do that for us now, Scooter?
Every time. But I'll do that. I just ate turkey and ignored it. It was funny. So, by extension, I guess the follow-up question for each and every one of you is, are the Dallas Cowboys legit?
I think their defense, again, secondary, I don't think you were even sold on that secondary, Scooter. But, ever since that Quinnen Williams trade, the D-line is better. They're able to get after the quarterback. I think their defense is definitely different. It would have been nicer, of course, if this happened earlier in the season. But I really feel like tonight, whoever wins, their playoff hopes are still going to be alive. And this is going to be a tough game tonight, being played at Ford Field. Cowboys, Lions, that's going to be a real good primetime game. And who knows, man? The Eagles, the Bears ran all over them the day after Thanksgiving. There's an opening.
Tom, I like what you're saying. You're speaking the truth.
I don't like the secondary, though. I want to be very clear. I don't like the secondary.
I don't think anybody likes the secondary.
The thing with the secondary is it's the same when Micah Parsons was here, right? A good all-pro rusher, whether it's interior or on the edge, helps everyone out, including that secondary. You don't have to defend for as long, and that's what Quinnen Williams is providing. But you are right. This could be a make or break game for both teams. If the Cowboys lose this game, our percentage of getting into the playoffs drops to 9%.
Yeah.
If we win this game, our percentage rises to over 40%. So a pivotal game that we will preview a little bit later on. But the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, were not.
So wait.
Go ahead.
Go back. So wait, even with the win tonight, you still have a less than 50% chance of making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking a Super Bowl?
Yep. I mean, Carolina's tiebreaker on them.
friend?
That's the problem.
Oh, well, I mean, just you were going to bring it up eventually. I'm just saying.
Who said anything about the Super Bowl?
He's like, wait until they win tonight. Then
we'll talk Super Bowl. Still, even after you win tonight, you have a 40%, less than half.
So the problem is
that's just more because the interconference games have not been played yet. The Packers and the Lions, one of them is going to knock each other out eventually. The Packers play the Bears as well.
Packers, Lions. We already swept the Lions, baby.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
They have tiebreaker.
The Bears and the Lions, I'm thinking. There's still a lot of interdivisional games that have to be played. And after those are played, our chances will rise accordingly. But right now, we're still waiting for all those interconference games to be played. But America's team was not the only team that played on Thanksgiving. Before you got the delight of watching Ryan Dakota Prescott lead his team to victory, you got to see the Green Bay Packers. And I will say, this might have been the best slate of games I've ever seen on a Thanksgiving.
Did you see that primetime game? Because I streamed that one.
Ravens-Bengals was pretty bad. That was a lot of
two real good ones.
Excluding that last one. The first two games, though, were
very
pretty good. And I would have to say, some of the best games that I have seen on Thanksgiving. What was your reaction to this game? Everyone but Tom, and then we'll come to Tom last. But this was a very important game for the Packers. What were your thoughts when you guys were watching this, eating that turkey?
Before I say anything, last year's Bears-Lions Thanksgiving game was one of the greatest because it gave us Matt Eberflus, just melting down on the side. That was an all-time NFL moment, other than one we'll talk about in a little bit. I thought it was just, the Packers have righted the ship. They still have a lot of issues, but they're going. And we have to just hear Tom, they could be legitimate. I don't know about Super Bowl, but they could make some waves in the playoffs. So good on you,
Free
Tom.
Or Perna,
enjoy
thoughts
it.
on the Packers-Lions game?
I mean, Lions are in trouble. They're a good team still, but they're without Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, the fourth down conversions have just not been hitting for them. Some of them aren't their fault, like the J-Mo drop. I mean, that doesn't happen all that often. But Green Bay was just the better team throughout. So the question is, I know Dan Campbell is going to gamble. That's just the reality of how he is. But I'm going to be honest, man. I mean, if they lose tonight, they're not going to fire people, but it's going to be a slap back to reality.
Well, the last 3 weeks they've been struggling on fourth down, and you had that Eagles game, right? And they were 0 for 5. They were 0 for 2 against the Packers. I think they may have converted one the week before.
I just feel like their defense hasn't been good Packers either. Game, they went for it when they shouldn't have gone for it, and then didn't go for it when they should have gone for it.
I mean, Dan Campbell's an over-aggressive coach. He's always going to go for it no matter what. It's just his style.
Perno, your reactions to this Packers game?
Yeah, I think it legitimized Green Bay's chances, but I think with the Lions, and I think Jordan Love's playing really good football right now. The Lions, they had to put Terrion Arnold on IR this week. Yep. So that's just another, like their secondary has not been at full strength basically all season long. And when you lose like key pieces like that every week, or you're shuffling through it, it's like they have a legitimate reason why their defense can't be as good as it should be, and it's 2 years in a row now. And you got Aiden Hutchinson back, but I think he's still very good, but he's not on the same pace that he was last season in terms of like he was unblockable last year before, his leg.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough to come back from, though. Like, it's just how it is.
Yeah, so it's just like it's some of those pieces. And then I think, like, conversely, this is the point in the season where you start to feel the loss of your truly dynamic play caller in Ben Johnson. And you've got direct evidence of how he's turned around the Bears through the course of this season. So I think, like, in power rankings, I said, like, last season felt like it just wasn't the Lions' year, and this season's starting to feel even more like it's not the Lions' year.
Yeah,
and it sucks because a lot of us really want it to be the Lions' year.
I mean, it's the underdog. I mean, Lions, Bills don't look good. Ravens look terrible.
It's just crazy because it does feel like every time around this time of year, we're talking about the Lions and their injuries. It seems like a never-ending cycle. But now we come to Tom. Your reaction to this Lions-Packers game, were you ever worried at all during this game?
Well, that was the nice thing that the Packers, like, they kind of kept like that 10-point lead for a good chunk of time. But Micah Parsons, man, holy God. I mean, like, he had 2 sacks on Sunday. He had 2.5 sacks on Thursday. Like, he has been playing his ass off. The big concern for the Packers is they lost Devontae Wyatt for the year. So that sucks. And, they already don't have Tucker Kraft on the other side. But Devontae Wyatt is a great run stuffer. And so now going to play the Bears for the first time this season after they just ran for 281 yards against the Eagles, that's a bit of a concern. But the defense has looked really darn good. And on top of that, I feel like you don't really worry about the Lions anymore if you're the Packers because you have 2 games over them. And now it's just about Chicago, who's not only number 1 in the division, they're now number 1 in the NFC. So
bada bing.
We're about to find out, man, because there's 5 regular season games left. And for some teams, there's only 4 because, they're on a bye this upcoming, which is insane. And the Packers have to play 3 out of those 5 games are divisional opponents. And they got the Broncos. Well, that's going to be a game. And then they got the Ravens. So
do you see a world in which the Packers do not make the playoffs and the Dallas Cowboys do?
I feel like the problem with the Cowboys is that, like, the Eagles have a little bit of an easier schedule, and like the Cowboys,
they got a lot of an easier schedule.
They
Other
don't
than
have
the Chargers game on Monday Night Football. They play the Commanders twice.
So. Commanders and the Raiders, I believe.
Yeah, so like it's not a walk in the park, but it looks easier than the Cowboys.
Honestly, I could see the Eagles losing 1 or 2 of those games.
Yeah, it depends on which team shows
their
up
offense looks bad.
It honestly depends which Commanders team shows up.
Does Jaden Daniels come
Speaking
back?
of the Commanders team, let's pivot to the Commanders versus Broncos.
By the way, no, I don't think there's a world where that happens, Scooter, just to be very clear. And no, I don't think Campbell's on the hot seat. I think that would have to happen for a couple seasons.
We shall see. The season is still seasoning. But let's go to the Commanders versus the Broncos game. You know what? Why don't we just start with Perna here? This game came down to a literal last play, 2-point conversion for the win. When this play was going on, how scared were you on a scale of 1 to 10?
I never doubted my team for a second.
I mean, we all knew
there's definitely no evidence of me being scared on the internet while it was happening live. Completely confident the entire time, just like you would have been, Scooter. Just like you would have been.
That's fair.
But it's par for the course. That's every game this season, except for when we kicked the Cowboys' ass. Like, all the games have been tough. All of them.
That's what you got to be careful of. I saw this with the Steelers in 2017, and they got crushed.
My
question you got to be careful of.
There's something special about our team.
Are you sure?
God loves our team.
The worst 10
no, God loves the Bears.
Is this the worst 10-2 team that has ever existed?
No,
No.
Steelers were 11-0 in 2020. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
thank you.
God, if there's anyone God loves, it's this guy.
Yeah.
3 wieners, man. 3 wieners.
That should be a punishment.
Got to recreate that in a group of
Recreate
grown men.
that. Tom
Should be a Grossi
right
punishment.
candidate.
I mean,
you have to. I think the thing is, you have to go find a group of men to do it around, though. That would be the.
Just call it a
funny
fan
part
gathering.
of it.
My question to you, Brandon, is what is your confidence level in this Broncos team, knowing that you are in a dogfight a lot of the times with teams that you should be beating by more points? Where are you at right now?
I don't care how many points they beat them by. I think the Commanders played their best game in weeks. So just credit the Commanders for, 1, playing a good football game. 2, Bo Nix, what did he do? He had an incredible touchdown pass right before halftime, threw for 321 yards, led a touchdown drive to start overtime. So our quarterback's playing better, and he's playing better in the absence of J.K. Dobbins. And our run game without J.K. Dobbins between the 20s sucks, by the way. R.J. Harvey's great in the red zone, but for whatever reason, we can't run between the 20s. So run game takes a step back. Bo Nix is actually making up for that. Defense did not play their best game, but we still got to win. So I'm not worried about the score for Washington. They kept it close with the Raiders. We beat the Texans. We were the last team to beat the Texans before they've won 4 in a row.
They're hot.
Everybody's hyping up the Texans, but the Broncos beat them. Frauds. We beat the Eagles.
They also didn't have CJ Stroud for most of that game.
Against the Eagles.
Wow.
Frauds.
Well, the Eagles
who else did we beat?
Offense.
We beat the Giants by scoring 33 points in 1 quarter.
They collapsed.
It took the Patriots a full game to score that many points. We did it in 1 quarter.
You guys have
challenged ourselves against the Giants.
You guys
beat
have
the
your
Chiefs.
second.
Oh, Scooter, you were just bragging about beating the Chiefs. The Cowboys beat America's real team. So did we.
Okay,
Doesn't matter when the Broncos do it, though. Doesn't matter when the Broncos do it.
I've been wanting to get this out for a while. So
we beat
shit.
We beat the 2 Super Bowl teams within 4 days.
I'm putting a jackknife in that conversation right now.
Do it within a 4-day span, the Eagles and the Chiefs. It's a little bit different.
I think
you got to do it within a 4-day span. I'm just saying. My question to you before we move on, Perna, is this. Do you see yourselves being the first overall seed week 18 when it's all said and done?
Yeah, got to be. We play the Raiders this week. Got to win that game. Then it's a tough one against Green Bay, a tough one against Jacksonville, a tough one against Kansas City, and a tough one against the Chargers. But I would have it no other way. We're going to win all those games by 3 points or less. And if we lose any of those games, we're going to lose it by 3 points or less.
Okay.
And we might even sneak in a tie. The Packers might have their second tie of the year.
Super tie, baby. Best way to go.
Okay. We'll see how it plays out, but we know how it's going to play out for the Giants, who are now already eliminated from playoff contention. Younghoe Koo whiffing completely. I feel like this is a metaphor for the Giants season. 5, tell me what's going on here. Are you okay with losing? Do you want the higher draft pick? Tell me what's going on through the mind of a Giants fan.
This team is actually really impressive in the fact that they find new and horrific ways to lose and embarrass themselves. Every week, it seems like they're just like, what can we do to top this? I got on Twitter. They said that Abdul Carter was suspended for the opening drive of the game for watching porn. It was a false report.
Well,
it was quite believable.
Hilarious.
But very believable. What?
How is that believable? Even if that was the case,
he saw it on Twitter, obviously.
Never leaked that.
Hey,
No, that
Twitter is the
accounts
truth.
a good one because it looks like some Giants reporter. I've seen
Yes,
that guy
what's his
out
name?
there.
Wesley Steinberg or something. Come on, that sounds like a beat reporter
I've
all
seen that
day. And
guy
he's got
out
the
there.
little
Bro,
he's got the blue
be
check
for real.
mark on
I
him.
don't know about him.
And I got fooled. I got, okay? But sometimes you gotta ungot to anyways. Then Underdog Sports retweeted it, said Abdul Carter pornography has entered the game. And it just sounded believable. Apparently, he fell asleep or was late for another team meeting. And then you got to go start wondering. This guy's a number 3 overall pick.
That's what I wanted to get your opinion on as well. Is Abdul Carter a bust based on where he was taken?
So, no, I think the thing is, and I also tweeted about this, if you watch the Giants D-line play, they get to the quarterback. They get to him a lot. They just don't finish, and that is a coaching issue. That is something where someone as terrible as I can't even remember the guy's name, Shane Bowen, you know, that's scouting and knowing the tendencies of a quarterback, where he's going to go left or right when he gets flushed, and that's something that can work on. But they're winning battles at the line. They just can't finish. So I don't think Carter's a bust. He has 2-3 sacks already, and he's just gonna learn. He's gonna learn and grow up. He's a 21, 22-year-old kid. His frontal lobe isn't even formed yet. So
Start Hampton.
Just the Giants, how that kick was the funniest thing I have ever seen in my life. Honestly, it just hilarious. You know, it was 3 years ago. Jamie Gillen did a bounce punt, and it's amazing that he's still on the roster, because even in the Broncos game, he fumbled the snap too, and that's what caused McAtanamy to miss a kick. In fact, after this video, after this stream, I have a whole video on that kick. It's
beautiful.
It was very funny.
My question to you,
Giants special
Five,
teams
is this. You know, I used to have no hope a couple of weeks ago. Now I've been reinvigorated with hope. As someone with no hope this season, what is there for you to do when you're watching these games? What are you looking for?
I enjoy crying.
Reconciliation.
I like to reflect. It's painful. It's like getting kicked in the balls repeatedly and then having y'all watch it happen as I react and stream.
Tell him, Shane. Tell him.
All I could do when that kick occurred was just put my hands up in the air and I was just like this the whole time.
But do you guys even want to win right now?
We don't. We don't want to win.
Okay.
No,
winning is losing now.
Trade down.
You're looking for a high draft pick.
Yeah.
You're in mock draft season.
Yes.
At least you are.
One more thing. The only thing that was worse than that kick was Joe Shane's presser 2 days later, where he just repeatedly said that he understood the question. The chat, I cannot believe they didn't shut down the live chat on the Giants YouTube channel. Everybody just typed in clown emojis and tomatoes the whole time. Yes, virtual tomatoes at Joe Shane, and every other word was fire Joe Shane, to the point where the Gemini AI summarized the chat. And what just happened?
Oops. I was trying to do it.
That's Good Sports, starring Tree.
Gemini AI summed up the chat and said, users in the chat are expressing their frustration around Joe Shane and are calling for his job. It was very funny.
You're clickbait, sir.
Well,
yes,
at least you guys will be getting a high draft pick out of this season, because the worst thing you can be in the NFL is average, which takes us to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, Lord. This game officially broke the fan base.
Take us through it. We're talking about you guys against the Bills. What happened? What went wrong? Where do you go from here?
Dude. Everything went wrong. Dude, they ran the same play something like 30 times and ran for 250 yards. They can't stop it. It's literally just the same mesh play nonstop, and it still worked. Aaron Rodgers looks nowhere near 100%. He was out of pistol. He didn't go under center because of that hand injury, and it's obvious he's nowhere near nowhere near ready to start. It's the offense can't move the ball. The defense is getting gashed repeatedly. Josh Allen had 8 sacks the week before, none against him. It felt like a funeral, and it just felt like it felt like the end because it's not just that. It's also a couple of things like the player alumni is starting to crash out. Yeah, it's Ben Roethlisberger's out here saying that Mike Tomlin should go to Penn State. Tomlin, Mike Tomlin's kid's trying to pick fights with content creators for some quote unquote rumors, which are probably fucking bullshit. But don't worry, folks. I just want to say everything's going to be okay. We're not only playing the Ravens, but we did get Adam Thielen. Our wide receiver 2.
Didn't the Ravens start the season 1-5?
Yep, we started 4-1. We've lost 5 or 7.
Somehow,
it's bad.
Both are 6-6.
Yeah, I mean, this is what the Steelers do. It's just that's why I couldn't get excited about the Colts game or the Patriots game because they all randomly have these blips and then get their ass smacked repeatedly. That was obviously with Buffalo. Buffalo's not even at full strength. They were without their 2 starting tackles. They were without Terrell Bernard. Ed Oliver's out for the year. You had a few injuries in the wide receiver core. Dalton Kincaid was out. I think Curtis Samuel was out. But at the same time, it was just an embarrassment.
But
how much does it bother you that we have George Pickens for a 3rd and a 5th round pick?
He was never doing this in Pittsburgh.
He wasn't going to do it in Pittsburgh.
He was never doing this. Not in an Arthur Smith offense. He was not doing this.
All of your receivers combined.
As I said, he was not doing this in Pittsburgh. I think
the reason he was not doing it in Pittsburgh was because he was not afforded the opportunity.
Well, also because he kept crashing out. He didn't work on run plays, and Arthur Smith is.
But wouldn't you crash out if you knew your potential and it was being underutilized?
Here's the problem. I mean, I've been saying this since 2018. So this means nothing to me. I'm at the point where I'm like, whatever. It's there are a lot of people that are angry right now. Chisel Adonis ripped his shirt off. I mean, they're what I was in 2018. That's how bad it is right now. And the problem is I feel like with Steelers Ravens, like no fan base wants to win that game. The Ravens look terrible. The Steelers look terrible. And it's just, it's becoming a glorified tank division. The Bengals might win that division, which is crazy to think, but
I hope they do. I really hope the Bengals win the North.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see that. I mean, there is a non-0% chance that they lose out. That's the problem. And they're playing Miami, but it's a primetime game. And the Bengals in Cleveland with the second best defense. They usually don't do well in Cleveland.
Do you see a world in where Mike Tomlin is no longer the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers come the end of this season?
I can see him potentially pulling a Sean Payton. It should have happened a while ago. It's quite obvious that he's coaching for an NFL that doesn't exist anymore. He's just well past his expiration date. It happens. And honestly, I don't think he coaches again. I know everyone's saying that we should trade him for picks, but quite obviously, it's a combination of him. Terrell Austin's bad. Arthur Smith is bad. Our offense can't generate anything. We don't have a wide receiver. Yeah, I know. I mean, hey, I don't look at me. I don't fucking want him. But I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he's 42, and he's running out of gas. It's obvious now. He's not the same.
I bet you the Titans would trade for you.
Yeah, the Titans.
I mean, here's the problem. I feel like he's going to do a Sean Payton and just take a year off, maybe 2.
They'll probably give you Cam Ward.
I mean, I would love Cam Ward, but here's the thing. It's once again, does Art Rooney bite the bullet and finally do it? Because they're so enamored with the Steeler way that they've completely lost the plot, and they're holding firm on stuff they should have done years ago. And it's just the same thing. And we've been on the same carousel for 7-8 years. It's a team that relies on splash plays and fluke BS. And if that doesn't happen, you get what happened against Buffalo. You get what happened against the Bengals, or in the first Bengals game, not the second Bengals game.
Gabagoo.
The Bears game too. But it was just.
We will see how it plays out for the Steelers, even though we already know they will be going 9-8.
Oh, we go 9-8 Super Bowl, baby.
8-9.
You know,
you got to prove you can earn. You got to be an earner.
We now come to the actual title of this stream. Which of our teams could win the Super Bowl? Tree, are you taking the Steelers out of contention?
They're going 9-8 Super Bowl. I mean, they may go 8-9 Super Bowl. Who knows? But I mean, if they make the playoffs, again,
Can you imagine? Could you imagine both of us?
What are we gonna do if the Broncos and Packers go to the Super Bowl?
Oh
Tom?
my God,
I
I
would
don't
probably
know,
melt.
but it's
are we
gonna.
gonna do?
We're
Go
actually
to the Super
You
Bowl.
two got to rent a bar out and do.
You got to go to the Super Bowl. That's what
it would
happen.
honestly, we would have to do something.
Yeah,
We
so
should
that's
just
my
rent out
question.
the
First of all,
stadium, right?
We should rent out the stadium. Yeah,
if your
easy.
team
Just
made
you
it
and
to
me
the
sitting
Super
there
Bowl,
watching. You on
Oh,
one,
what a
50, me on
game.
the other.
I'll buy tickets on SeatGeek.
if
But in
your
the back
team
of the
made
end
it
zone
to
at
the
the very
Super
top
Bowl,
seat, of course.
would you go? To
That's
the
where we'll
Super
have
Bowl?
Scooter, Adam, and Tree.
If my
goes to the
team,
Super
no,
Bowl,
I mean,
am I
If your
going?
team made it to the Super Bowl, would you go to the Super Bowl?
No, I'm gonna. I would love to stream my team in the Super Bowl.
yeah, you want to be with
I'd
your
love to be able to
your
Somehow,
fam.
no. My grandparents are gone.
Yeah, maybe if I was retired and done from working, like that would be like a once in a lifetime thing. But I hear like the in person is kind of overrated.
I have been to a Super Bowl.
Here's the thing, Alex. He was a problem for the Steelers last year. The problem is that he finally has an offense that he's keeping the crash outs to a minimum. That was his problem.
What
He kept taking off run plays and he would crash out repeatedly.
What if George Pickens was the most sane person in Pittsburgh and everybody else was the problem?
The problem, which
I think
we've
you should bring in
already
more of Aaron Rodgers'
established,
friends.
is that George Pickens was being underutilized.
Mm.
I would crash out too if I had to live in Pittsburgh and block people in cold weather, knowing I am one of the top
Pickens was not being
receivers
underutilized.
in the
Pittsburgh
league.
is awesome, dude. All right, yeah.
Not
Have to
for a
live in
receiver catching
Pittsburgh.
balls at high
Pittsburgh's pretty
speeds.
great. Okay, that's
Not for a receiver catching balls at high speeds. I'd rather play in a dome, and I'd rather get targeted. And we see what happens when he does get targeted. Now,
How much are you
the
going to pay him, Scooter?
question for everyone is:
George Pickens will be a Denver Bronco next year.
there's a 0%
You can't.
chance
Jerry
George
Jones
Pickens
can't
will
compete
even.
with Walmart money, and we'll be off the Russell Wilson books.
Correct.
He's not leaving the team.
Not
If
South.
anything, he's getting
Yeah,
franchise.
Jerry Jones about to overpay. He can't have another Micah Parsons on his hands.
The
Do
Packers
you
might
guys
sign him
see a
and
world
convert him to
in which
corner. You
the
just wait.
Dallas Cowboys
We do
make
need one.
the
He'd
Super
be a
Bowl
sick corner.
this year?
No.
No.
I
Not with
think
that
that-
second.
I need everyone on record saying they do not believe the Cowboys will make it to the Super Bowl. I need you guys on record so I can come back to this moment when it does happen.
I think that if the Cowboys somehow are able to make it into the postseason,
Oh,
then
it's
I think
covering
they're
all
going to
bases
be
here.
then I think they're going to be a big problem. My concern is that they're just not going to make it to the postseason. I think it's a little bit too far gone right this second. They're going to have to win out in order to do so, and the Eagles got to lose.
Yeah, let me tell you the things I like about the Cowboys and why they can get into the playoffs and win in the playoffs.
I just
Their
hold on. I
offensive
just got
line.
a 250.
Holy crap.
Ooh,
Not
just
me,
dropped
thank God.
250 in the chat.
Here's the thing, K-Wings. Here's the thing. I don't drink.
Well, you
I
could
do
buy
not
that and
drink.
send it to me. I will happily down that for you.
Yeah.
Johnny Blue,
Just have
that's
it
some real
shipped directly
stuff
to
right
my
there, man.
house.
Can you even
is a-
ship
it is
liquor
a
on
big
Scott
game
State
tonight.
Lions in Colorado?
It is a big game, K-Wings. I do not think I'm going to be sad, though. Thank you for the donation,
Scooter.
though.
Have you ever
Hey,
drank?
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Have you ever had a drink, Scooter? Have you
Never
ever drunk?
in my life before.
Oh,
You've never been drunk
That's
or you've never had a
admirable.
drink?
I've never tasted alcohol or been drunk because
that's impressive.
to
Not bad.
taste
Well
alcohol.
done.
you get
I
No,
drunk.
appreciate
even
that, man.
not
I
not
didn't know
even
that.
no the wine at mass. No, huh?
Nope.
All right. It's not
No,
good.
Grape juice.
Well, We got to
Go the
change
grape
that.
juice route.
Let me tell you something about alcohol. It is awesome.
Okay.
I am
So
so
what were you
much
saying about the
smarter when I
Cowboys?
drink, Scooter.
What were you saying about the Cowboys' chances?
I
though?
can't remember because the alcohol has made me forget a lot of things that I was saying. Offensive line, the Tylers, they're playing good football up front. That's
Be a crazy game.
a thing that travels well, right? Your offensive line can protect Dak. Dak's playing great. You're actually when it's clicking, the offense with CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Javonte. It's a hard.
Y'all
it's a
should
hard
have
offense
not.
to defend
Y'all should
unless
have
you're the
never
Denver
given up on
Broncos.
Javonte.
And you're getting more pressure. Okay, it's not just that Quinnen Williams getting pressure. Is Ezaraku? He's a rookie, right?
Yeah,
He's a
Rock
rookie?
just got drafted.
He's
He's in
starting to play
the
better.
running for Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Who's your young corner? Ravel.
Seeing red again.
He's playing better.
Savon Revel Jr.
Yes,
It's Savon
Send the
Revel
pain
Jr.
below.
Siobhan or Savon?
Savon.
I just talked about him specifically in power rankings, and I can't remember his name. That's the
I
alcohol.
can't remember anything.
But he's played more over the last like 3 games, and I think your secondary's been playing better. So there's a lot of positive things happening there. But now, you got to win. You got to beat Detroit tonight, because if the Cowboys don't beat Detroit tonight, it's basically over for you guys because of the hole that Dallas kind of dug themselves in.
The thing is,
the Cowboys defense is the most improved unit from where they were when the season started.
Here's the thing.
That's it.
You're speaking a lot of truth, a lot of facts, which I like. But here's what I'm looking at. Okay, follow me through my mind. Take a walk with me down the path.
Oh
It's a
my
scary
God.
place.
Let's get to the
Do
point.
you remember when the Giants won the Super Bowl? Do you remember how they
I do.
sucked during the first half of the
It's great
season?
K-Wings.
And then all of the sudden, they went on a majestic run into
Which
the
year
wild
was this?
card position. And
year?
Talking
then they went
about
on
2008, talking about 2012.
Yeah, 2008 or 2012.
both.
There's 2.
And then
okay.
they went on to beat Thomas Brady in the Super Bowl. That is what I'm looking at here for this Cowboys team. And here's the thing. I know a lot of people want to say it's delusion, but there's precedent. There can be no delusion where there's precedent. The Cowboys were 3-5 when we traded for Amari Cooper. What happened after?
You traded him for a
anyone
5th
know?
round pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
you let 'em go
won
for a fifth.
7 out of the remaining 8 games.
And
After.
then what happened in the postseason? So,
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. What I'm saying is for this season, there is precedent for us to run the table, get into the playoffs, and now
and lose in the first round.
it's on deck.
Scooter.
Now the chains of the past are broken.
I have a question.
Yes.
Again, if
got
you
a
let's
good
just
chain here
let's
for ya.
let's walk down. Let's say you make the playoffs.
We're making it. Yeah.
How nervous would you be if you had to play Micah Parsons and the Packers in the
0%
playoffs?
nerves.
0% nervous.
Because here's why. Micah Parsons recorded 0 sacks. I do not care what anyone says against the Cowboys.
He got 1 sack against you, but
That
it's okay.
was not a sack.
It
You
was
cannot
sack.
have a sack.
It
for
was
in the
a
book.
sack.
I do not care what anyone says.
Just by rule, it was a sack. But
Yeah.
That was not a sack.
Okay.
We know Micah Parsons inside and out. We know what he's capable of. We know what he's not capable of. We mitigated Micah Parsons a lot during that game. 0% fear if we play the Packers. What should be happening is
In
the
Lambeau?
Packers should be fearing us with Quinnen Williams, because now your run game is not going to be able to do what it did in that past game. Now it's a
Hoping at least
completely
1%.
different game being played with Quinnen Williams clogging up the middle. I would love for us to see the Packers in the playoffs, because that's also a part of removing the curse of the postseasons past. We must beat the Packers and prove to ourselves we are capable.
Scooter, if they lose tonight, you know all of this is just
Oh, yeah,
going
we're-
to be
yeah.
bad.
Bearman's going to bring in
Cowboys
another.
Even if we do lose tonight, it's still technically not over.
Oh boy.
what's it
Technically,
gonna?
it's not over.
It's very much
How's it gonna
over.
feel when you have to admit that the 2025 Dallas Cowboys are the best team to ever miss the playoffs, Scooter?
That's the thing. Again,
They're gonna be the best
We will
team
not
to
know
ever
that.
miss the playoffs
we
entirely.
will not know that literally until week 18. So we're going to have to wait 5 more weeks before you can say that statement.
Didn't
With
an
that
11
being
and
said-
5
Tonight.
team?
I don't know
If
who's
and
got
when
more
we
fight
beat
in
the
them.
Lions, I will
think
be
Lions are gonna
tweeting
win.
each and every one of you
The Lions are gonna win.
individually.
Think the Lions are gonna win. Think the
I
Lions
picked
are
the
gonna win.
Cowboys to win tonight, by the way.
And then the delusion will be full on.
You are
coping and seething.
Thank
You
you.
know what? I actually picked the Cowboys too, but
He played
after
without CeeDee
Scooter,
Lamb, so
and today
He's
I'm
gonna
switching to
pick
the Lions.
on spite. He's
Now,
gonna change his
picking
pick
the
on
Lions
spite.
I need
because
you
of
guys to
delusion.
make your case for why your team could win the Super Bowl. Why could the Packers win the Super Bowl? Tom Grossi, let us know.
I really like their defense. Again, I'm concerned about Wyatt. That definitely sucks. But Jaden Reed, he could potentially be coming back very soon. We might see Marshawn Lloyd. We have not seen him, so that would be really nice. But the Packers offense has been humming along. So if Toyota winds up extending Toyotathon, I think there's a really good chance the Packers win the Super Bowl. But honestly, I think their best chance is going to be to win the division. And they're going to have to play the Bears twice, so they have it in front of them. So if they're able to clinch that and even get like the 2 seed or something, and you have to go to Lambeau a couple times, I like the Packers' chances here. And I really feel like this is not even a Packers related thing. Considering what this season has been, I think there are very few, if no, great teams. Right? There's teams that, they'll show up that week and be like, oh man, they're really good. The Patriots have won 10 games in a row. That's been really difficult to do this season because, good God, the consistency is wild. And it just feels like once the playoffs start, anybody can go to the Super Bowl. It feels like that more than in previous seasons because, like, even if the Texans make it, dude, like their defense is the best in football. And I don't think there's going to be a single team in the AFC that's going to want to play them. I think they can win 3 games. So, yeah, I think it's honestly just make it to the dance. And this year, hopefully, we'll be seeing some different teams in the big game.
My question is, what is your confidence level in Jordan Love? Because it seems when he has time, he can pick defenses apart.
Yeah.
But when he is under pressure, he seems to make uncanny errors. Where are you at?
I mean, he's thrown 3 interceptions this season.
Uncanny.
So, how many has Dak thrown?
How many
Oh, 8. Okay, cool.
interceptions has
Yeah,
Jordan
but
Love?
who's taking the least amount of sacks?
Jordan Love's thrown 3,
Taysom Hill.
and Dak has thrown 8.
Let's go to the
Taysom
EPA,
Hill,
which gives
0
a
sacks.
Yeah,
better,
let's go to the EPA.
go to the
Brock
EPA,
Purdy.
which gives a better full picture look on passes which should have been intercepted but were not intercepted.
I do feel good about Jordan Love, though, and I agree. I think when he's in a rhythm, and he can put that in places where it's insane, man. I mean, like when Watson is on the field, get Reed back. Like, I like their offense. I would love if Tucker Kraft was out there. That'd make me feel better about the blocking. That'd make me feel better about the receiving. But I think they have the weapons. So, yeah, I feel pretty good about Jordan Love right now.
And which team would you say you would not want to see in the playoffs?
The
You draw
Seahawks, I think,
them-
are tough. I think the
Seahawks
Seahawks are definitely tough.
yeah.
If Sam
it just-
Darnold holds his own,
It just
then
depends on Sam Darnold, right? I think that's their Achilles heel right now. The Rams, I know they just lost to the Panthers, but they have been pretty damn consistent before that. The 49ers, just because of the past, that would make me a little bit
yeah,
nervous.
sorcery.
But yeah, I mean, and Eagles, they're another team. Like, they've had our number for the past few games. So
Scooter, how salty would you be if the Panthers sneak into that last playoff spot and the Cowboys get knocked out? That would be hilarious.
We're actually a game ahead right now, or a half game
They
ahead
could
due to
do
the
it.
tie.
It's possible. It's mathematically possible.
It is possible, but doubtful.
Anything's
Panthers are still the
possible.
Panthers, in my opinion. Even if they just beat the Rams, I don't care. They're going to have to prove it to me that this team is for real, and they got 5 games left to
did
fall
they not
apart.
prove it when they beat the Cowboys?
Oh my goodness.
Did we have Quinnen? See, here's the thing. It's a pre-Quinnen and post-Quinnen season.
Oh, okay.
You got to look at things in totality here. With that being said, Brandon Perna, make your case to the audience why the Denver Broncos could win the Super Bowl.
They win.
Okay.
Just win, baby. I know I'm kind of dressed like Al Davis right now. Just win, baby.
That's right.
Dallas has gotten better.
Slick
Yeah,
your hair back.
the team I don't want the Broncos to play in the playoffs, if Denver can't get that 1 seed and they're matched up with Buffalo in the first round, I don't like that. The Bills' ability to run is kind of a mismatch for Denver. I don't want to play a quarterback like Josh Allen. So that would be the matchup that I don't want, even over say the Chiefs, because maybe I'll reassess that after Christmas. I don't know yet, but I think the Broncos will have a better read on the Chiefs after playing them twice. So I don't want to play the Bills. We're going to learn a lot about the Broncos over the next 5 games. And I know everybody's just ready to write them off. But if they keep winning close games, that's great. They're like good football teams do that. You can't deny a team that's won 9 games in a row in the National Football League because the only other team on that win streak right now is the Patriots. And if you want to poke holes in the Patriots
have a really soft schedule.
They do. Most of their defenses have been terrible defenses. So it doesn't mean that Drake May's not been playing great or that they haven't been executing. So I wish I could be they're definitely going to win those 5 games. They're going to have the 1 seed. We'll beat anybody in the playoffs. But like Tom said earlier, it's a season of I don't freaking know at all. But every week is kind of a different story. I've seen this team kind of evolve through the course of the season. I've seen Bo Nix play better when he needs to. And Evan Ingram, we finally got some production out of Evan Ingram. And if that can be a real thing that happens every week for the Broncos offense, this is what their pecking order needs to be. Cortland Sutton, Evan Ingram, then Pat Bryant. We had some weird games where Troy Franklin's the number 1 target. There's all these drops and all these misfirings of the ball. Sutton, Ingram, Bryant, and then maybe even Marvin Mims, then whoever else. But we'll see, man.
Do you see a reality in where you lose the next 5 games?
No.
Okay,
if the Broncos lose the next 5 games, you will not see my face. I will be gone. I'm gonna turn myself in as a rat and just let them take me out.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
I was bitching the whole time.
We now come to the segment.
Real quick, just want to answer this. Yeah, I think on Sunday's game is going to be close between the Packers and Bears, man. I mean, it's the most anticipated Packers-Bears game in years. So I'm super excited. The Bears, while they still don't really have any linebackers, their secondary got healthier by getting Johnson and Gordon back. So it's going to be a challenge. I do think that the Packers can take advantage of that defense. But again, because they got 2 of their star players back, they're going to be a little bit improved. But yeah, playing at Lambeau, I think it's going to be whoever can establish the run. So if the Packers can establish the run on the Bears and control the clock, I like it. Maybe we'll see they'll get after Caleb Williams, which has been a problem this year because, good God, Caleb Williams, in terms of where he was at the beginning of his career and how much he was getting sacked, those numbers are far different now. So the upgrade in the trenches, and that's one of the reasons why they're doing so well. So I think it's going to be a close one.
I kind of want the Packers to win this weekend. So that, I'm more worried if the Packers lose this weekend and then the Broncos got to play the Packers coming off a loss. You know what I'm saying?
No, I want the Packers to lose the rest of the.
Well, yeah, you might. You're not playing them in 2 weeks.
They need to lose. They need to lose.
Me, personally.
We have now come to the segment where we preview the Thursday night football game. We could just go to the countdown.
Not me.
But
we have to give our predictions.
Previewing tonight's game, Lions versus Cowboys. Who do you have and why?
I got the Cowboys winning because clearly everything sucks if you're a Giants fan. So it's got to suck worse. No. So Cowboys win.
I had the Cowboys too because Lions, a couple injuries there. Amon-Ra's not playing, right?
He's not. No,
he's out for a week or 2.
And no Arnold, but Scooter's too confident, so I switched my pick to the Lions because I don't think you guys are going to be able to stop Jahmyr Gibbs. There, I said it.
What is that thing, Brandon, that you're squeezing?
It's a little squishy. It's a stress squisher.
Oh.
Stress squisher, huh?
Hey.
Looks like one of those pocket apparatus.
Smells like bubble gum.
Nice.
Tom, what'd you do with the football that you got recently?
I was gonna say I'm gonna say that we could do a potential punishment here, but damn it, Darkhorn! Banish to the Panthers. Moby Dick was a minnow the last time the Cowboys went to a Super Bowl.
How many? Hold on. Question: how many Super Bowls do the Panthers have? Does anyone here know?
They went to 2.
They went to 2 last time.
And how many did they win?
Technically, I would give the Panthers Super Bowl rings for letting the Broncos win that game.
Interesting.
Sure.
I was just
I
wondering.
think we're all winners in that one, huh, Carolina?
Just wondering.
It's amazing that their first year though that the
Dude's gotta go back to
Panthers
the 90s.
have been they expanded in what year the
They've been to the
Panthers and
Super Bowl 2 more times than the Cowboys in the last 25 years.
their
As
entire
Buffalo
existence.
Bills fans, if that matters.
It's true.
Okay. I mean, I get it. It's just I'm just
So I got the Cowboys winning tonight. I just think they're playing the Lions at the right time. And it's really, if you could stop Gibbs, then I think you can win. The Packers were able to do that twice this season.
200 from Gibbs, all purpose.
I mean, unless Shane Bowen's playing defense, I still feel like the Lions will win on a walk-off field goal, but it's going to be a shootout. It'll be something like 35-32.
there will be at least 2 going for it on
Yep.
4th downs.
Yep,
that
Campbell's
are
gonna go for it.
Stupid.
No, he flips the script. He starts kicking field goals on 3rd down. Nobody's going to see it coming.
Here's the thing that I think some of you are forgetting. Quinnen Williams, since he's come to the Cowboys,
Yeah, you haven't talked about him at all.
the run defense has been spectacular. We now have Quinnen Williams, and we've paired him with Oso Digizua and Kenny Clark. That is a 3 defensive tackle front that is very hard to run against. So I don't see Gibbs running all over us. Plus, we have DeMarvion Overshown back, who is like a missile being shot out of a cannon back there when he's hawking down the quarterback and running back.
Shoot a missile out of a cannon.
It's been.
I
done
mean,
before.
look, you have a point. The without Amon-Ra, the Lions have a big problem. They're not going to be able to at least sell the pass.
They got
And
JMO. They got Tesla.
I'm just saying, Tesla.
Who's
Borrowed
the
Tesla.
Kenny?
I'm just
Who's the
saying
skinny
that-
dude they brought up.
They're going to have to establish the run against an 8-man box, and that's going to be tough.
And they're going up against 2 of the best receivers in the league. George Pickens is playing at an all-pro level tree. Why did you trade us this man for a 3rd and a 5th? CD
Because he
Lamb
wasn't
can
doing this year, I
already
told you.
not be guarded. Dak is playing out of his mind. Give me the Cowboys by 2 touchdowns.
Oh, wow.
Stop playing with us. We are on a new trajectory.
I think you're due for another pick and scratch out.
Oh,
Got a couple of those this year.
man. Wait, are we actually running with the countdown now? Is this for real? I don't know if I should. Wait a second.
Yeah, it's for real.
I feel like we're pretty deep in, right?
Kennedy.
Countdown, Tom Kennedy.
I got a football flashlight.
They're gonna wait a week. Who knows? I think I lost.
I got $6.99. Nice.
I got 108.29, and I'm gonna go pass out.
I think I lost.
24.95.
Ooh.
24.95. It's between Scoots and Tom.
Yep.
Dee,
We got-
dee, dee, dee.
Is your first one a 3?
No,
Okay, so then, is it higher or lower?
it's lower. Let's
Okay,
go.
I lost. Yeah.
All right.
I lost the exact number. I think
I'm
it
gonna
was
be honest.
91, 93.
I think you need to recreate this. I think you can pull it off.
287.97.
So
287.97.
can I have because I don't think I can surround myself with a bunch of people when doing that.
Green
I will
screen.
do it
Oh, you
outside in the
could.
Wisconsin winter. I'll do it shirtless. Is that fine?
All right, that can work.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, Tom.
You got to record yourself doing that, and then you got to use AI to put a bunch of fake bears around you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Tom.
I want
I
it more
guarantee
real.
you. I guarantee you, if you put out a tweet that says "I'll be at this bar at this time to recreate this," I bet you 10
The only
people
month
show
that's
up.
more hectic than December is January. I don't have time to leave my house
sweet.
anymore.
Yeah.
I'll
Neither
bet
do
that
I.
bar every
It
night.
happens.
I'm gonna walk outside and film that in the cold. I'll make sure it's cold.
Okay.
I'll make
Do you know?
it's
Can
Wisconsin,
maybe?
it's all gold.
Do you know how to film yourself? Like maybe Johnny Barks. Does he
Johnny
edit
Bark
in
does not
Premiere?
live near me.
Oh, but no, there's a way to clone yourself. There's a way to make yourself multiple in the background.
Oh, I see.
Green screen.
Editing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's a thing called editing.
I don't know. I'll go outside and take my shirt off, and we'll see what happens after that.
You could honestly do the shot where you are in a Bears uniform.
Does it
in a
snow
shirt,
every
and you
year
just
in
film
Green Bay?
yourself in
I don't
4
know. I'm not
different
even kidding. I'm
locations,
outside
and
in
Mark
Milwaukee.
should
But
be
we
able
got about
to.
a foot of snow on Saturday, so.
Okay.
Oh,
And
so
then
my
this
first
summer, you got to go to that hot dog stand to get one of those hot dogs.
Yeah.
you need hot
Gotta
dog.
get a
I
wiener.
like the recreation. I do like the recreation.
Yeah.
Guys, what is coming out on your channels?
Right after this video, I have a breakdown of the New York Giants' very special teams. It has been awful this year. They've been extremely special, and that Young Wei Koo kick was comedy gold, if you ask me.
Oh, it's not me, thank God.
Jay Cutler is a Packers legend, and I will always be appreciative of Jay Cutler. Always.
Trey, what's coming out on the channel?
Just released sports ball last week. I'm feeling like crap, so I don't know what's coming in the pipeline. I released a briefing last week, but
Go to
it's just,
sleep, Tree.
Live,
I'm going.
Yeah.
Go
Go
to
take a
salt
nap.
room.
live
Salt
stream
room.
yourself getting better.
yeah.
Uh,
Viral infections. they
Tom,
have.
what is coming out?
I'll be streaming tonight the Cowboys-Lions game. Also, real quick, just because we've already locked in my punishment, right? It's locked in? Locked
Yeah,
in?
yeah.
Locked.
Okay, great. So on Friday night Q&A,
Oh, the flesh ball?
I received a
No, it's not
fleshlight
COVID. It was negative.
football, and I didn't know what to do with
A
this.
what?
It's a fleshlight football.
I like how Scooter doesn't know.
Yeah, no, I didn't know this existed. But this is it's a
Yeah.
thing. So I thought a great clickbait punishment would be for whoever loses has to advertise this.
Ooh, now you can really fuck the ball.
I think that
I
would
already
Tree would be the
purchased my
best.
own.
I think that would be great. But again, we've locked it in that my punishment is already set in stone. So it's
Man,
I'll
we
hold
should've
on.
had you test it out live on the show next week.
I will not test it. Oh God.
Are those dishwasher safe? Can you run that in the dishwasher?
Perna, what do you have coming out on your channel?
We will have a Tony
no.
Romo video coming out on Saturday.
Okay. I will be looking forward to that one.
It also
By
has
the
an
way,
anus.
if you guys have not seen Brandon Perna's video on the Dallas Cowboys, are the Cowboys good? Please check that out. I would recommend everyone to watch that video. It's really great, really well done. Definitely check that out.
Yeah.
As for me, I will be streaming
Yeah, I'm
tonight's
due for
game
that.
as well. And be on the lookout for the
Still
NFC
puking.
meeting dropping shortly thereafter this stream. But
Have a good
again,
night, guys.
ladies and gentlemen, this has been Clickbait Sports.
We'll see you maybe next week. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know what our schedule is.
I'll probably pass out for like 2
See you in a
weeks.
month.
It'll be good.
Bye.